In the carefully orchestrated arena of American politics, where every move is planned and every word scrutinized, a surprising figure has emerged in Donald Trump's 2020 for presidential campaign. It's not a seasoned advisor, a billionaire donor, or a political veteran. It's Barron Trump, the youngest son of the former president. Standing at an impressive 6 feet 7 inches tall and heir to a fortune estimated at $700 million, Barron's rise as a key voice in his father's digital strategy marks a fascinating turn. While political analysts obsessed over traditional media and voter data, the youngest Trump quietly focused on the digital platforms that define his generation: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and a growing podcast culture. From his seat at New York University's Stern School of Business, Barron Trump began quietly reworking his father's outreach to younger voters, offering insights that few of Trump's senior advisors could provide. This isn't just another chapter in the Trump family story. It's about the power of a new generation, raised on the internet and social media, to influence one of America's most prominent political dynasties. Barron Trump's story begins on March 20, 2006, in the heart of Manhattan, in a gilded tower bearing his family's name. As the son of Donald Trump and Melania Trump, Barron was born into an extraordinary world, one where wealth, power, and public scrutiny converged. At the time, his father was a towering figure in New York business and reality television. The Trump brand was synonymous with luxury, but for Barron, life in Trump Tower was simply home. From the earliest days of his childhood, it was clear that Barron's upbringing would be different. His mother, Melania Trump, brought a hands-on European parenting style, balancing the pressures of American elitism with the values she carried from her small Slovenian hometown of Sevnica. Melania was determined to shield her son from the media circus that surrounded his family. While other privileged children were raised by a small army of nannies, Barron's mother was deeply involved in every aspect of his life, cooking his breakfast, helping with his homework, and managing his day-to-day activities. Melania's influence extended far beyond daily routines. She ensured Barron learned about his Slovenian roots, teaching him the language fluently while also immersing him in American culture. By the time Barron was 10, he spoke English and Slovenian fluently and had already started learning French. Unlike many children who grew up surrounded by material wealth, Barron developed an unusual passion: aviation. He spent hours drawing planes, sketching designs for helicopters, and learning about engines. Instead of scolding him for drawing on the walls, Melania encouraged him, turning parts of his expansive Trump Tower suite into a creative space where his imagination could run free. While many children shared rooms or fought for space, Barron's world was an entire floor of Trump Tower, his private sanctuary in the heart of New York. It was here that he developed a keen intellect and independent spirit, nurtured by the close bond with his mother. Barron's formal education began at Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School, one of New York's oldest and most prestigious institutions, where annual tuition surpassed $64,000, surrounded by the children of celebrities, business moguls, and elite families. Barron's childhood seemed designed to prepare him for greatness. But everything changed in 2015 when his father descended the golden escalator in Trump Tower and announced his candidacy for president. The Trump name, already a symbol of wealth and influence, became a political lightning rod. Overnight, the family's private life was thrust into the harsh glare of the public spotlight. While Barron's older siblings Ivanka, Donald Jr., and Eric Trump embraced their roles as public advocates and business leaders, Melania worked tirelessly to shield Barron. Even after Trump's stunning victory in 2016, Melania made an unprecedented decision. She and Barron would remain in New York so that he could finish his school year. It was a move that emphasized Melania's commitment to prioritizing her son's stability over political tradition. In June 2017, Barron finally joined his parents in the White House, becoming the first son of a sitting president to live there since John F. Kennedy Jr. decades earlier. At St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Maryland, Barron's life as a teenager continued under the close watch of the Secret Service and relentless media curiosity. Even in this extraordinary environment, Barron maintained a remarkable level of privacy. Appearances were rare, carefully orchestrated moments, such as the Easter egg roll or Thanksgiving turkey pardons. Yet, as he grew older, Barron's towering height became impossible to ignore. By the age of 14, he stood over 6 feet tall, and his presence drew attention wherever he appeared. 2021 brought a quieter period for Barron and his family. Moving to the Trump estate in Mar-a-Lago, Florida, Barron enrolled at Oxbridge Academy, a private school founded by billionaire Bill Koch. Far from Washington, Barron completed his high school years in a more private and serene setting. By the time he graduated in May 2024, Barron's public appearances had become events in themselves. Photos of him towering over his parents at family celebrations went viral, and speculation about his future reached a fever pitch. Barron's next step shocked many: enrollment at New York University's Stern School of Business, one of the world's leading business institutions. His return to Manhattan, the city where he was born, marked a symbolic full circle. It didn't take long for Barron to draw attention on campus. Social media platforms lit up with blurry photos and TikTok videos showing the youngest Trump walking through NYU's iconic buildings. For a generation raised on influencers and viral trends, Barron Trump became an unlikely figure of fascination and icon of both wealth and quiet mystery. But Barron's true emergence came during the 2020 for presidential campaign. No longer just a spectator, he began advising his father on how to engage Gen Z voters, a demographic that traditional campaigns struggled to reach. Barron's suggestion to appear on popular podcasts and collaborate with influencers paid immediate dividends. His most notable success, encouraging Donald Trump to appear on the Adine Ross podcast, a platform with millions of young followers. Trump himself credited Barron for the idea, saying, "My sons told me about you, especially Barron. He said, 'Dad, you need to do this.'" This wasn't just a campaign tactic. It was proof of Barron's understanding of the modern digital world. For many, Barron Trump now represents something far larger than himself, a generational shift. Tall, reserved, and tech-savvy, he stands in stark contrast to his father's bombastic style. Within conservative circles, whispers have already begun. Could Barron be the next Trump to carry the family's political torch? At just 18 years old, Barron's future remains unwritten. Will he fully embrace the Trump legacy, stepping into politics as a leader for the digital age? Or will he carve out a quieter life, pursuing his passions in business, technology, or aviation? Whatever the outcome, one thing is clear: Barron Trump is no longer the child who stood quietly in the shadows. He is a young man with the potential to redefine his family's place in history. What do you think? Will Barron Trump become a leader for his generation? Will he embrace politics or choose a different path altogether? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for joining us for this in-depth exploration of Barron Trump's story. Stay tuned for more deep dives into power, legacy, and the figures shaping our world today. Until next time.